Alright, John Oaks here with HANKSTERS Hot Rods here at our Homer City location. And today we've got a nice addition to our inventory here, this little 65 Ford Mustang Coupe here. Now as you can see, it's done in the Wimbledon white here with the blue stripes up over the hood, the roof, and the deck lid back there. Again, all panel fitment is very nice, and that's always one of the first things that I do is go over that with you. So looking down the sides of this car, the front fender to the door to the quarter panel, I can tell you that everything runs real nice, right in line, nice and straight the whole way back the side of the car. And I do that because I want to check the door elevations as compared to the other panels to make sure that that's fitting correctly. And it is on this car. Very nice panel alignment. Now again, this is a Mustang. It's got the 289 emblems on it here on the front fender. It's also got the Mustang emblems down here on the back side of the front fender. As far as any of the trim, the bright work, the moldings around the windows and so forth, everything on this car is very nice. All of your bright work and trim around those windows is in excellent shape, polished up really nicely, nice and straight. We have the lower body molding here, or the rocker molding. That's polished up real nice and looks good, as well as the drip rail molding here too on the car. Also, I take a look up through the rain gutter here to take a look at that, make sure that that's in good condition, and on this car it is as well, so that all looks nice. We do have mirrors on this car, both sides, both driver and the passenger side. They are manual mirrors, so you just have to adjust them by hand. But the finish on those is really nice. There's no pitting on that finish at all. Nicely shined up there for you. And as well as the trim or the bright work around those windows on this car. That looks really good as well. As we come back here also, we take a look at our gaps on our door and fender, and also the gaps between our door and our rear quarter panel. And we can see that those gaps, both of those, are very uniform, pretty much the same front to back. So you can tell that the door's been adjusted front to back, in and out on this car too. So again, really nice fitment. So we'll go ahead and open our door up real quick here just to take a quick peek inside. Again, we always go inside here a little bit later in our video, show you the interior. But you can see that white exterior paint continues its way to the interior. You've got the door tag here that has all your codes there for the car. The rubber bump stops both on the top of the door as well as on the bottom. Your door jamb U-seals here, both sides. And then of course you've got your weather stripping here around the door, which is all in excellent shape on this car. There's no cracks or no chunks out of it. Nice and soft and all intact the way it should be. Door panels are in excellent condition on this car, just as the seat upholstery is, both front and rear. The carpeting's in excellent shape, dash, headliner, all of that in really nice condition on this car. As we close the door, you can see that closes real nice and easy, closes up tight. Again, good solid shut there, so again you know that everything's been adjusted nice. Got these little accents back here on your quarter panel. Those are in real good shape. There's no pitting on those. Those are shined up real nice. And as far as wheels and tires go on this car, you can see they've gone with a set of aluminum wheels on here. These are 15-inch wheels made by US Mags. They've got the traditional 5-spoke wheel, but they've got the magnesium colored centers in them. So a real nice touch for this car. Set of Mastercraft MC 440 tires on this car. Two 1560 R15s up front, two 3560 R15s on the back, and the tread on those is all really, really good, just like new on these tires. So again, that's all in great shape. As we come back here now, again, we just look from the back to the front. Again, we're not going to see anything different there that we didn't from the front side there. Everything's all straight and all in line as you go up through. The molding around our rear window here in excellent shape, nicely shined up, polished there, and good and straight. No dents or dings to speak of there. All right, now that we're around the back side of our Ford Mustang here, we'll take a look at everything that we can see here, starting here at the rear glass. So up here we can see we've got a tinted glass here. It's in excellent shape. There's no chips, cracks, or scratches in this rear window. Excellent shape here. Our bright work around the window there, that chrome molding, that's in excellent shape too. You can see there how straight it is and how nicely polished up that is. So again, really good condition. As for our trunk fitment here, you can take a look at our trunk here, the gaps all the way around, sides and also across the back. And those are all the same the whole way around. Even the elevations on this, when you compare it to the height of your rear quarter panels, those are dead on this car. So again, everything's been adjusted really, really nice. As I said, everything's been painted the Wimbledon white. We have the blue stripes, which these stripes are actually vinyl. They're not painted on. So if you ever wanted to have them switched out or new ones put on it, whatever the case may be, very easy to remove these. And again, they can be replaced there. Now on this car, we've got that Ford gas cap. Very nice piece back here. Looks real good. The chrome bumper, the shine on that is very nice on this thing too. You don't see any scratches whatsoever on that rear bumper. So again, it's been polished very well and looks really good. Tail lights even. Our lenses on those, in excellent shape. There's no cracks, no chips in any of those. And the bright work around those taillight bezels, those are in really nice condition too. No pitting or anything like that. Those are polished up nice also. Down below, our rear valance, again painted up the same as the car. Got the blue stripes that follow all the way down onto that rear valance. And then as far as the exhaust system goes, you can see the finishing touches that they put on this car. They went with a nice set of slash cut exhaust tips back here to accentuate that exhaust coming out the back end of the car. We'll go ahead now and we'll take a look at the inside of our trunk here. And we can see we've got the white paint underneath the deck lid here. Again, finished off real nice. All of the weather stripping here on this car here, it's right on the deck lid itself. And that's all looks to be new stuff. Nice, soft, nothing torn, no chunks out of it. Butts right up against itself right in the center as it should. You even have the rubber bump stops on the bottom of your deck lid here to enable that to sit down nice and flush on here whenever it's closed. Now inside our trunk, it's painted up real nice in here, all flat black. We've got a full-size spare tire back here on a steel wheel. Nice trunk mat back here, looks in excellent condition too. So again, everything back here looks really nice, as you can see here in the video. Alright, so here on the passenger side of our Ford Mustang, again, I'm going to start off the same as I do over on the other side. I'm going to look all the way up the side of the car, from the rear quarter panel to the door to the front fender. And again, on this side, just as it was on the other side, we're in perfect alignment the whole way up the side of the car here. Everything's all in tow with one another. The elevations on our door match up really good with the quarter panel, and they match up with the front fender as well. Now we've already been over wheels and tires on this car to go over that again. We don't really need to. We've got our accent pieces here on the quarter panel here. Again, not pitted up. They're shined up nicely. Real nice touch there on this car. As far as our bright work on this side of the car, our drip rail moldings, again, polished up nice. They're good and straight. As I look up through the rain gutter here also, I can tell you that's in good shape too. I don't see any cracking from this point of view here on any of that. Sometimes when they use the sealer and so forth that they put in there, it sometimes will shrink and cause that, but I don't see any of that on this vehicle here, so that's done really, really nice. Again, door gaps here on this car, both on the back side of the door here as well as up front. You can see that those are relatively the same there. So again, that door has been adjusted very nice. As we open our door again, just like we do on the other side, again, the white paint continues on the inside of the door here. The rubber bump stops are intact here, so both top and bottom. Door jamb use seals both on the door as well as up here where our quarter window goes. And then our weather stripping here, again, in excellent condition. No chunks or no pieces torn out of it. Looks to be nice and soft and all attached the way that it should be. Door panels in great shape. Again, the seat upholstery, both front and back, are in excellent shape. Carpeting in excellent shape, as well as the dash and headliner. Even our weather stripping up along the top side here where your window comes up against it and seals up, those look to be fairly new, and they look to be in excellent condition too on this car. So we'll go ahead and close our door up here. And you can see that the door shuts very nice and easy on this side as well. Doors on this car are very light, so you shouldn't have to fight those whatsoever, which we do not have to on this car. Again, the mirrors here on the doors, both sides, driver and passenger side, finish on that is in excellent condition. Our trim around our wing window, as well as the rubber seals around there, those are in excellent shape too. Again, coming to the front fender, we've got our Mustang emblems down here on the back side of the front fender, the 289 emblem here on the front side of the front fender, and then that brings us up to the front end of the car. So, alright, so here we are now, finally made it to the front end of our Ford Mustang. So we'll take a look up here at the windshield first. We can see that the glass here is in excellent shape here. Again, slightly tinted, the whole thing. And of course, it's got the greater tint at the top there in cases of, you know, sunny days there to help block some of that sun. Again, our bright work and our trim around the front windshield there is in excellent shape, polished up real nice, no dents or dings whatsoever. Nice set of windshield wipers here too, so in the event that you would have to take the car out on a not so nice day, you've got a good set of wipers there to deal with that rain. As far as our hood goes, this is all steel hood, again all painted up the Wimbledon white with those blue stripes on there, which once again are vinyl stripes. Again, it's a steel hood, all of our gaps the whole way around, side to side and on the back here are all uniform the whole way around. You can see even our headlight bezels here. Those have been all painted white to color match against the car here. And again, those fit really good. The paint finish on these is in excellent condition, all intact. There's no cracks or anything in any of the paint around those headlight bezels. As far as the headlights themselves go, just your traditional sealed beam headlights. You've got both your high and low beam unit right in one headlight there. Glass lenses, and those lenses are in great shape too. No cracks or chips in those. Our car has the fog light or the driving light right here up in the grill area, so that's a real nice look for these cars. I particularly like that myself. The grill work itself is in excellent shape, all intact the way that it should be, and of course you got the big Mustang logo here right in the center of the grill. You can see we've got the chrome bumper up front here too. The finish on that is very excellent, just like on the back end of our car. Both bumpers polished up to a real nice finish there. And of course we have our lower valance down below, still all painted the same white paint, got the blue stripes down there, and then we have our marker lights or our turn signals down there as well. The amber lens covers on those are in excellent shape. Again, no cracks or chips in those. And then your bright work or your bezels that go around those turn signals or parking lights, those are all shined up real nice and in good condition. We'll go ahead and open our hood now. And here's where it changes up just a little bit, but not a whole lot. We've got a small block Ford engine in here. However, they have upgraded here and they've gone to a 1989 Ford Mustang GT 280 or a 302 motor, I should say. Normally it would be a 289, but again, this is a 1989 302 Mustang GT small block Ford engine in this car. Now you can see they've dressed it up a little bit here. They've gone with this all aluminum Cobra air cleaner here. Looks excellent underneath the hood here. Now that is just a single 4-barrel carburetor though underneath that. It's a Holley 4-barrel, single feed, electric choke, and after running the numbers, it's a 600 CFM carburetor on here. It has an aluminum intake on it. It's got a set of wired aluminum valve covers on here too. It's got the old looking finned aluminum valve covers. So again, it's keeping the traditional look of the car here as much as possible. Got the valve cover breather and the PCV valve on this car too. Shorty headers on this that continue into the dual exhaust, dual Flowmaster mufflers and tailpipes. Power brakes, and this car has been upgraded in the brake category too. We've got disc brakes, all 4 corners on it, and those are power discs. This also has an upgraded steering setup in it, and it's got power rack and pinion in it as well. Just a stock style radiator there for your cooling. Again, small block Ford, a small block engine. Not really going to need a whole lot of help cooling it down, keeping it cool, but this one has the stock radiator. It's got a 6-blade flex fan in it, and it does have the fan shroud on it as well. All heater lines are all hooked up on this car. It's got the fender brace here intact also. So that's really about it here. Like I said, upgraded 302 motor in here. We've got the automatic overdrive transmission behind that, and then we have the 4 to 8-inch rear to finish out the driveline on this car. So real nice item here. I think you're going to enjoy it. Real nice cruise around, on a hot summer day vehicle here. Again, just a real nice piece here for us. So we're going to go ahead and close our hood up now. All right, now in the comfort of our 65 Ford Mustang Coupe here, we can take a look on how nice this interior is on this car. Starting all the way out at our door panels there, you can see we've got the full black vinyl interior, full door panels on this car, also done in black. You can see the bright work, the trim that's on that door is in excellent condition. The door handles, the window cranks, even the armrest is in all great condition on this car. No signs of real wear whatsoever to talk about there. As far as continuing inside here onto the dash, you can see that our dash pad here is all intact and excellent shape. There's no cracks in the dash whatsoever. The dash itself, this is all factory stuff. Factory gauges in here as well. So you have your fuel gauge, you've got your 120 mile an hour speedometer. You also have a water temperature gauge all up there in your dash. Now this car has had a tack added to it. It's a column mount tack, so you can either elect to keep it in there, or if you want to just get rid of it, you can, being that it's an automatic car. This has a B&M floor shifter here. So again, B&M, just a real nice shifter here. Just makes things a lot easier for you with that automatic transmission. Wood grain steering wheel here, kind of a factory style wheel here as well. The actual upholstery on our seats matching front and back, and that's in excellent shape. As you can see, there's no cracks, no tears. Stitching is not frayed whatsoever, so these are in great condition. You can see our carpeting as well. There's no fading, there's no rips or tears to speak of on any of our carpeting. Just same as our headliner here. It's tied up nice and tight. Got all the regular bows in here that it should have. No holes, no tears, anything like that in the headliner. Even our sail panels is an area where sometimes you'll see a little bit of sagginess. These are nice and tight back there, look really good. Even our door panels back here on our quarter panels, those look really great too on this particular car. As far as stereo system in the car, they have updated that just slightly. They've gone with one of the retro sound AM FM radios here, and the key point to this is there's no modifications done to the dash. Fits right in the factory holes. It just gives you an updated radio, and they come with all kind of different options. You can always elect to upgrade and do like an MP3 player off of one of these. So you've got endless capabilities with one of these units. Factory style heater controls in here, so they've retained that factory look. Just everything about it, all the trim work in here looks to be in great shape. Even the lens over top of the gauges there in your factory dash, very crystal clear there. You can see plain as day through those at all your factory gauges there. In combination with the radio, it does have a set of speakers back on the rear package tray that's been mounted back there very nicely. So again, you're going to have going to be able to listen to some music and the radio, whatever you want to, when you're out cruising around. Again, just a very nice overall car here. 65 Ford Mustang Coupe. Alright, obviously we've got our 65 Mustang Coupe here up on the lift, so we can take a look at the underside and point out to you exactly everything that we can see from the underside of the car. So, starting up towards the front here, again we'll talk about the steering and the suspension components that we have up here first. As far as suspension, it's just all stock stuff for the Mustang pretty much. We've got your lower control arms, upper A arms. Those are just factory stamped steel components. Strut rod type front suspension up front here. Now we do have the addition of a front sway bar here. and it looks really good, everything about it. The sway bar bushings here that mount to the frame rails, those are in excellent shape. Those look to be brand new. Sway bar end link bushings, those look to be brand new too. All the hardware for mounting everything looks to be very new too on the car. As far as steering up front, all of our tie rods, the turnbuckles, the ball joints, everything like that is all in excellent shape and looks all fairly new underneath here. As a matter of fact, this car has been upgraded up front here. You can see from underneath here, we've got this here rack and pinion unit here. And this is a power rack and pinion unit. So again, it makes this car, the steering on it, very effortless for you. Just responds really nice, and everything is all put together nice here. Good unit for underneath the front of this car for steering. As far as braking goes on this car up front, as well as on the back of the car, we've got four-wheel disc brakes on this car, and those are power disc brakes. And it's all components that you can go to your local parts store and buy for replacement pads and calipers and so forth if you need it. But again, all nice stuff here that, again, that has been upgraded to four-wheel disc brakes, power brakes. Frame, what we have here, all looks to be in good shape here, nice and straight, nice and square all the way back here as far as what our frame does go. And our floors, you can see our floors are very nice here. All of the factory stamped steel components underneath here, all nice, no holes. All the little rubber plugs are all in place where they should be underneath here. The only thing that I see at all on this car is it looks like it has had one patch back here. They did a complete, just looks like probably the rear floor pan here that I'm looking at. Nice and straight cut, spot welded, seam sealed in here. The correct metal too. You see all the lines in it just like the other side. Looks like they did a really good job on that. So again, no complaints there. It's not shoddy work. It is good work, and it looks great underneath here. So as far as our drive line goes now on this car, we do have our small block Ford motor here, of course. Now that was a 1989 Ford 289 motor out of a Mustang GT. We've got the automatic overdrive transmission here. Pan and everything looks to be in good shape. Bell housing's in great shape too. Your transmission cross member here looks to be really nice, and your mount here for your transmission is in great shape as well. You see our exhaust system, full dual exhaust coming all the way from our shorty type headers up here back into the duals. You've got the X pipe here right in the center, then back into a set of dual Flowmaster mufflers. And then you've got the tailpipes that go up over top of the rear end, and then out through the tailpipe extensions, which are a set of nice chrome slash cut exhaust tips back here. Looks really nice. As far as the remaining drive line, the rear end on this car, we've got a Ford 8-inch rear end. We also have a sway bar back here too to help with handling. So you've got the front end and the rear end both with sway bars, all of the mounting hardware, all the bushings, all the end links, all in great shape on this car. Now we already went over front suspension. The rear suspension would just be your stock stuff back here too. Multi-leaf rear suspension. Does look like they've gone ahead and added a set of new shocks to this particular car too. So everything back here looks really nice as well. And again, I already mentioned that we've got the disc brakes on the rear as well on this car. As far as anything else underneath here, brake lines, fuel lines, those are all run very nice. There's no sharp bends or kinks in any of the lines. There's no leaks whatsoever under here. Even the transmission pan and the oil pan on the engine are all dry, free of any leaks that we can see here. So with that said, the only other thing to kind of go over is just wheels and tires as it's riding on. As far as tires, we have a set of Mastercraft tires. I believe they are 215/60 R15s up front, 235/60 R15s on the back, and those are mounted on all four. They're 15-inch US Mags wheels. They're the 5-spoke design, aluminum wheel. The centers though have like the magnesium colored centers in them, just to give it that real nice, you know, just a different look there instead of having a full polished aluminum wheel on it. So